Your dog licked you today. Maybe your hand. Maybe your face the second you walked through the door. Maybe a spot on your arm they keep returning to, the same place, every single day. And you have never once thought to ask why that exact spot. You probably called it love, and you were not wrong. But you were not seeing the whole picture either, because what your dog is doing when they lick you is so much more layered, so much more precise, and in some cases so much more urgent than affection, that by the time this video ends, you will never dismiss that rough tongue again. Welcome to DogLingo. Subscribe now. What we cover here changes things. Today we are going inside the real science of why your dog licks you. Not the surface answer, the actual answer, the neurological one, the ancient one, the one that in certain cases has saved lives. Stay until the end, because the last reason is the one that will genuinely stop you. 1. It starts before they can even see you. To understand why your dog licks you, you have to go back to the first hours of their life, before their eyes opened, before they knew what a human was, before they had any concept of the world they had just entered. The first thing that happened to your dog after they were born was a tongue. Their mother licked them to stimulate breathing, to move blood through a body that had just arrived, to signal in the only language available in those first moments, you are here, you are safe, I have you. That experience, licking as the foundational act of safety and survival, was written into your dog's nervous system before any other association existed. Before food, before warmth, before anything. The tongue came first. And what the tongue meant was, you are not alone. That association never leaves. It cannot leave. It is too deep, too early, too neurologically fundamental to be overwritten by anything that comes after. When your dog licks you, they are reaching back to that original moment, not consciously, but completely. 2. They are reading you in a way your words never could. A dog's tongue is not just for grooming. It is a sensory instrument of extraordinary precision. When your dog licks your skin, they are collecting chemical information that your body produces continuously and involuntarily. Stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, the specific hormonal signature of your emotional state at that exact moment. Your dog knows before you say a word whether you have had a hard day. Not from your face, not from your tone, from your skin, from the chemistry your body leaks when you're carrying something heavy, from the shift in your scent when the weight of the day is still on you. The lick that comes when you walk through the door is not just a greeting. It is an assessment, a full chemical read of where you are right now, and the intensity of the licking, how long it lasts, how persistent it is calibrated directly to what they find. A normal day gets a normal greeting. A hard day gets something longer, something that does not stop until the reading changes. Your dog is not performing affection. They are actively responding to real information your body is broadcasting. The lick is their answer to a distress signal you did not even know you were sending. 3. They are grooming you into their family. In every social mammal species that practices allo-grooming, mutual grooming between members of the same group, the act of grooming carries a specific social meaning. It says, you belong to the same unit as me. Your scent and mine are now combined. We are not separate. We are one group. When your dog licks you, particularly when they lick your face, your hair, your hands, they are doing what every socially bonded animal does. They are building a shared scent profile, merging their chemistry with yours, creating an olfactory signature that says, to any other nose that encounters it, these two are together. This is not incidental. This is one of the primary mechanisms through which mammalian social bonds are formed and maintained. Your dog is not just showing you affection. They are actively constructing the bond. Every lick is a thread. And over years, those threads become something structural, something that holds. 4. They are making a request that goes back 10,000 years. Here is one that most owners have never been told, and it reframes something you have probably seen every single day. In wolf social structure, younger or lower-ranking pack members approach the muzzle of a more dominant animal and lick it as a request. For food, for reassurance, for acknowledgement, it is a gesture of both need and trust combined. I am coming to you because I trust you to respond, because you are the one I come to. That behavior is intact in your domestic dog, completely intact. When your dog licks your face, particularly around your mouth and chin, they are drawing on that ancient request behavior. They are not just greeting you, they are placing themselves in a relationship with you. One where you are the safe figure, the provider, the one they turn to when they need something. What they need varies. Sometimes it is food. Sometimes it is reassurance after something frightened them. Sometimes it is simply acknowledgement. I am here. I see you. I need you to see me back. Every time you respond, every time you make eye contact or speak to them, or simply put your hand on them, you are answering that request. You are fulfilling a role in their social world that matters enormously. And every time that request is answered, the trust deepens. The bond thickens. The next time they are scared or uncertain, they come back to the same place, you. 5. When they lick you after you have been gone, it means something specific. You walk in the door. Your dog goes directly for your face. Licking fast, persistent, slightly frantic. You have always read this as excitement, and excitement is part of it. But there is a second layer happening simultaneously. The licking that happens immediately after a separation is what behavioral researchers describe as decontamination behavior. You have been gone for hours. In those hours, you have collected the scent signatures of dozens of places and people and environments your dog has never encountered. You smell to their nose significantly different from the person who left. The facial licking is your dog removing those unfamiliar scents, restoring you, chemically, to the version of you they know. Their version, the one that belongs to them, it is also a form of rebonding, a reestablishment of the shared scent profile that your absence disrupted. It is your dog saying, through the oldest mechanism available to them, you are back, you are mine. Let me make sure you still smell like home. 6. The spot they keep returning to is not random. If your dog licks a specific location on your body repeatedly, the same patch of skin, the same spot on your arm or leg or ankle day after day, do not dismiss it as habit or quirk. Dogs have been documented in multiple verified cases detecting biochemical changes in human tissue that precede or accompany serious medical conditions. Early-stage cancers, diabetic episodes before the person was aware their blood sugar had shifted, infections beneath the surface of the skin. The chemical signature of a body in distress is something a dog's nose can detect at concentrations that no human instrument currently matches. The licking is investigation. Medical assessment conducted by an instrument so sensitive it has not yet been replicated by science. Your dog is not licking that spot because it tastes interesting. They are returning to it because something there keeps calling their attention, something that does not match the rest of you. This is not a reason to panic. It is a reason to pay attention. If your dog has been fixating on a specific spot for more than a few weeks with unusual persistence, mention it to your doctor, not because your dog is always right, but because they have been right enough times, documented and verified, that the behavior deserves to be taken seriously. 7. Sometimes a lick is the most complete sentence they know how to say. There are moments in a dog's life when something happens that exceeds their capacity to process. A loud sound that terrified them, a stranger who made them uncertain. A moment in the vet clinic that their nervous system filed as genuine threat, and afterward, they find you, and they lick you. Not frantically, slowly, deliberately. The kind of licking that is not about reading you, or grooming you, or making a request. The kind that is just contact, just the oldest, most fundamental form of connection one social animal has with another. In those moments, your dog is not communicating information. They are seeking regulation. Their nervous system is elevated, and yours is the presence that brings it down. The lick is the physical expression of that process. The reaching toward the one thing in their world that consistently makes the elevated thing settle. You are their regulation. You are the nervous system they borrow when their own is overwhelmed. And the tongue, that rough ancient instrument, is how they reach for you when words, which they do not have, would not be enough anyway. That lick you felt today carries 15,000 years of history in it. It carries the first moment of your dog's life and every moment of trust that has been built since. It carries a chemical reading of your emotional state more accurate than anything you have said out loud. It carries a social bond being actively maintained, thread by thread, every single day. It is not just love, it is language, the oldest one between your two species. And it has been trying to tell you something every single time. Now you are finally listening. Subscribe to DogLingo. Drop a comment below with where your dog licks you most and how long they do it. We read every single one. And this time, pay attention to the answer your dog has already been giving you.